Good morning, I'm Al Levin, Mayor of Mesquite. I don't have a written script this morning, but I want to talk about a couple items before I introduce my guests. The first item this morning is to dispel the rumor about the two children that had the fall with the Ferris wheel at the Mesquite Days event. They're both fine as far as I've been told, and when you listen to the video, or not the video, pardon me, but when you listen to the comments made, it makes it sound like these children fell from 100 feet up in the air and whatever the case may be, but it isn't true. They were coming in to get off, and they tipped forward, and they both fell a couple of feet. The young lady was not hurt at all, and the young man was sent to, I believe, Mesa View, just to get checked to make sure, because he did bump his head. But as far as I've been told, as of this morning, everything is fine. The other item this morning, I talked last week because there had been a rumor out about all these illegal aliens showing up in Beaver Dam, of all places, and then ending up in Mesquite. And I made a comment that if they did come to Mesquite, we would deal with it. And I didn't go into great detail, but obviously we would deal with it by finding social services, probably in Las Vegas, because we don't have the facilities here in Mesquite to either feed them, clothe them, or house them. So that's what I meant by dealing with it. We would call the proper authorities to make sure that they're taken care of if they have to be. But we just don't have the facilities in our city. The other comment this morning is, what are my stance on the protests happening around the world and in the colleges and so far? I don't have a great deal of comment about it. I believe in protesting as long as it's peaceful, no one is injured, and nobody else's rights are violated. I went through those in the 1960s, if you remember, and some were peaceful and some were very violent. I don't believe in violence. I don't think it's necessary. Am I okay with the protests? Again, freedom of speech, it has to be controlled. It shouldn't be full of hate. It shouldn't be violent. And it's similar to the freedom of speech when you say, oh, I can say anything I want, but you can't yell out in a theater that there's a fire. That is not freedom of speech. So I think you understand what I'm talking about. Now, this morning, I've got a couple special guests with me from Nevada Rural Housing Authority. They're going to introduce themselves, and they're going to tell you about an unbelievably wonderful, exciting program coming. Go ahead, please.
Hello, everyone. My name is Katie Coleman. I am with Nevada Rural Housing Authority. I'm the Communications Director.
And I'm Kevin Hickey, and I'm the Homeownership Programs Manager for Nevada Rural Housing.
Tell me about your program.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we are here today to provide Mesquite and Mr. Mayor here a preview to the preview of a really exciting home ownership program that is being brought to Southern Rural Nevada by Nevada Rural Housing. We are launching Launchpad, home ownership program by Nevada Rural Housing in the coming weeks. And I'm going to have Kevin get into the details, but what we're really excited about for this program is, one, it is exclusive for the first 60 days to those in Southern Rural Nevada. That includes Mesquite, Nevada, of course. And two, we're really driving affordability through this homeownership product with a lower rate than what the market is offering right now. And three, it offers that down payment assistance that so many of our home buyers need. We know that not everyone has that big lump of savings available in their savings account, but they're ready for home ownership. So my point being, if you think you're ready for home ownership, or you think you might be close to getting ready for home ownership, this could be the perfect program for you, and we're so excited to talk about it today, so we appreciate it.
Yes, so it's another program in our bag of tools to help make homeownership affordable, as Katie mentioned, and it is called Launchpad. It's a new program that will have a limited time. We expect these available loans and funds to go out pretty quickly, but that's a great thing because that means it's working, it's affordable, and it's just what's needed at this time. So it provides a 4% down payment assistance to purchase a home. And if you're unfamiliar with it, you might think 20% is the minimum for down payment. It's not. Depending on the loan type, it's 3 or 3.5%. This particular program has a minimum 3.5% down payment, and it's going to provide 4%. So down payment can be covered with this program, and as Katie mentioned, a below market interest rate. And that is something to be on the lookout for as that information comes out in the next few weeks.
And the other point that we wanted to make and provide to the crew here today is we work with an entire network of fantastic approved lenders who know our programs inside and out. We are working with them right now to get them geared up and ready to go with this program. If anyone in the Mesquite area is already in the process of home buying or would be interested in doing so, what we'd ask them to do is to reach out to us at hal@nvrural.org. That's hal@nvrural.org. And we can hook you up with those approved lenders. And so when this thing launches, get it? Launchpad.
Yeah.
When this thing launches, you'll be ready to go. We'll connect you with the right folks to do it. And again, this is kind of a preview to the preview. It will go fast. It is first come, first serve for a limited time. So when it's gone, it's gone. But we hope we can serve as many folks in Mesquite as possible. So
right, we're constantly working to come up with new programs and initiatives to make homeownership as affordable as possible, especially in the current market with higher interest rates and home prices that have remained steady or even increasing as well. We know it's a challenge, and we hope that with a program like this that provides the down payment as well as a lower interest rate, that it opens the door to more folks for affordable homeownership.
Excellent. Now, is there any catch?
any catch?
Yeah,
Any
I get asked that
catch.
question lots of times.
Yeah.
What's the catch?
So
Yeah.
there are going to be program requirements. Of course, you have to be able to qualify for a mortgage,
Of course.
which will all be done by those local lenders that Katie mentioned. So with the program itself, there will be specific income limits and purchase price limits. Those are currently being worked on. They're federally set, but the guidelines on that just increased recently, which is a good thing. That opens the door to more folks. So once those numbers are finalized and available, which should be any day now, that'll be out there. So income and purchase price limits will apply. Minimum credit score of 640. And then there's another component, debt to income ratio, that varies depending on the credit score. And those are all things to work out with a local lender. So a thing to keep in mind with all of our homeownership programs, there's no application directly with Nevada Rural Housing. We rely on that network of local lenders to offer our programs to their buyers. And they're the ones that take the application and walk you through the entire process from pre-qualification to closing. Nevada Rural does have a free homebuyer education course available on our website. That's available at homeatlasteducation.org. And again, free of charge. It's not been updated to include the information about the new program, but the overall homeownership part of that still applies in all cases. So if you're excited and ready, you can jump on that training and complete the first step before the program even launches.
Excellent. Now, we do have some listeners that are outside of Mesquite, like in Bunkerville. Are they eligible?
Absolutely.
Okay, excellent.
Yes,
Excellent.
so we serve rural Nevada, and you might think that's a specific geography, right? But it's not. It's based on population. So communities with a population below 150,000 are considered rural. So that would include all of northern Clark County.
Yes, it would.
Yep. So, and of course, this program will launch here in rural Clark County, as well as Lincoln and Nye counties for the first 60 days.
Perfect, perfect. This will be a great program. I'm looking forward to seeing more of this take place. And that's it for this morning. Won't see you next week. I'm going to be on vacation, but as soon as I'm back, we'll have another video and ready to go. See you then. Bye-bye.